Hello, hello, my beautiful sacred feminine. So lovely to be connecting with you again today. I have been contemplating body image and the lifelong journey it has been to get more comfortable in my body and in my sensuality and my sexuality. You know, I've talked a bit about that here in videos and sharing along my path, and just wanted to dive deeper into this issue that is so prevalent in our society and that I imagine you are probably rather familiar with: body image, right? And how it can so get in the way of us living our life fully. You know, I personally have just spent so much energy into worrying about how I look and how I'm showing up and what people think of how I look and what people think of my body and my weight and blah blah blah, my face, this, that, and the other, you know, what I'm wearing, you know, like how much energy, how much time have we really put into that throughout the course of our lives. I remember, and this feels sad to me, but I don't need to judge it. It's just something I came in with. I remember one of my earliest memories, and I know I was just based on the house I was living in, and the fact that my father was still around. This was before the age of 6, and I was adopted, and I was always just kind of the black sheep of the family, and really felt that deeply, like, since as long as I can remember. And I remember my father would tuck my sister in at night, and it felt like he spent a lot more time with her. You know, who knows, when I was younger, you know, who knows what the actual reality of it was, but I always felt like she got a lot more attention, and she just kind of came in demanding attention. She was 2 pounds and 2 ounces, so, you know, very premature, 3 months premature. She needed a lot of attention, right? So that's just kind of how it worked out, you know, for whatever reason. So so I always felt that. I always felt like she was getting more attention, and I wasn't. But why I bring this up is I just recall feeling at like age 5 or so, I'm guessing, again based on the time, that I remember very clearly, distinctly feeling if I was prettier, if I was more attractive, if I was as pretty as my sister, more attention would be paid to me. I mean, that, where do we get that at that age? You know, obviously I feel like this is something I kind of came in with, but that we are judging ourselves already on our looks at that age. You know, this is, they say those years from 0 to 7 are really formative, and we take in so much. But where was I taking that in, that judgment of how I looked already at that age? I mean, that's just crazy to me. So I've just been reflecting on, like, I am almost 50 years old. I'm going to be 50 this year. Do you believe that? 50. And it still is a thing for me. I'm still moving through this. And I was just like, this Aquarius new moon happened, and I don't know, just like kind of felt like a turning point. Like, how much more of my energy am I going to put into this shit? You know, how much more of my life am I going to spend holding myself back because because I'm concerned about how I look or how I'm showing up, how my appearance, what my weight is, you know, like, it's freaking ridiculous. And it's funny because sometimes I see myself and I'm like, wow, I'm attractive, I'm pretty, you know, and I feel that. And there's other times where I'm just like, I feel like that's all some sort of illusion or something. Like, I can't really see the truth of me. I don't see what other people see, because the reflection and feedback that I get is that I'm attractive, and I feel like I've got them fooled, or they only saw me on a good day, or it was just because of the angle of the picture, something, you know. But it's such a deep ingrained belief that even when people are reflecting back to me a very different experience that they're having, I still can't take it in, you know. I'm just like, you're wrong. Somehow you're wrong. I'm so over this. I really, seriously, 50 years of my life, that's a fuck of a lot of energy put into this experience, and I'm kind of over it. So I just want to, and I know this is something that we as women, it's a collective thing, that it's just so prevalent in our society. And I want to start just owning myself, being in my power, being in how I look, and not worrying so much about it. And so I've set some kind of intentions for myself, and just also to step stronger into my sensuality on this journey with you all, and bring us into greater confidence in our body, in expressing our sensuality, in how we move, and how we just show up for ourselves, not about anybody else, but just getting comfortable in our bodies, and really just like, you know, like being here, being the goddess, being who we, being in our bodies, and just loving ourselves, and radiating from the inside out, not from the outside. You know, that's what's sexy, that's what's beautiful, that's what's sensual, that's what's appealing. When I see other people that are just in their power and just radiating from the inside, it's not about what they look like, you know. And yeah, to have so much focus on that, and it just makes me sad. I don't want to keep wasting my life on it, and I don't think you do either. So I don't know where you're at in your journey with this, because I feel like it's just part of, again, it's like a collective experience for women especially. I know men, you know, move through this as well in their own ways, but it's pretty big for us. So I was going to draw an oracle card for us. I just did a reading yesterday, a weekly tarot reading for us, and I love doing that. So I'm going to pull another card for us on this code to our guides, you know, like where's what wisdom might come through. So I'm going to light some sage, as I like to do, you know, setting intention for a gorgeous sacred space for us, and just holding space. Woo! Thank you, beautiful fire spirits. Thank you, gorgeous sage spirits. Wow. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh my God. That smell just like brings us right down into our bodies, doesn't it? It's just like, if you're familiar with sage, you know what I'm talking about. There's something just like really, really freaking magical about this plant. And it's a powerful energy clearer. It really clears the energy. And so, yeah, let's utilize this to really clear those body image issues, release those from our experience, from our system, asking our guides, asking our angels, asking the Mother Earth, asking all the sacred feminine energies that we work with, please help support us in dissolving these low vibe frequencies, these unhealthy belief systems that simply are not serving us. Let's recall all of our power back from all of the energy we've put into shunning and shaming ourselves, and not supporting our bodies, and not cherishing ourselves and our beautiful bodies. You know, let's just really take a moment right now to just set that intention, to just let's dissolve any of that that's ready to go. Release it deep down into the Mother Earth. She's here to support us and to take that from us. She can take that and help transmute it into something healthy and some beautiful, powerful energy. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you to all of our spirit guides and helpers. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you to all of our guides and animals and plant allies that we work with, anybody that we connect with. Thank you all for supporting us so beautifully to help release this from the collective, dissolve this, help us to step strong into our power, strong into our bodies, strong into the truth of who we are, beyond that superficial exterior and what we've been told is desirable. What I desire is health. I desire a healthy body. You know, I just want to be in health. I want to be able to do, again, thank you, sage spirits. Beautiful. I want to be able to do what I want to do, you know, in a healthy body. That's what's really important. So, you know, wow, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Earth. I'm out here in Death Valley in the desert, and just really been connecting to this gorgeous earth frequency. It's so, I mean, it's huge anyways, right? It's the earth. It's a huge, powerful goddess that we live on. Like, wow, it's amazing how disconnected we can be from her energies. Like, so just really been kind of noticing that for myself. And And again, like cherishing her body. Look at the body, this gorgeous Mother Earth, this gorgeous goddess, her body. It's stunning, and it's all the things, it's all the variety. There's so much that she is host to, and it's really helping me to reflect on my own body and how it has hosted me and how I care for it and how I have not cared for it. And it's a powerful correlation when I think of like how we care for the earth and how we have not cared for the earth, not going into judgment or shame or anything. A lot of this has been out of ignorance. Some of the things that I don't want to say that we've done to the earth. We haven't done anything, but some of our ways of being are just come out of ignorance, like not knowing and not understanding the repercussions of some activities. So some of that is in our own stuff. Like maybe before, when we were less conscious, we were eating foods that we were just, we grew up on, and we didn't really know what kind of harm they may have been causing us. And then as our consciousness evolves and elevates, we start realizing like, oh wow, maybe some different food would support me better, some different nutrition would be more beneficial for my body. And I feel like that's the same with with Mother Earth. Like some of the activities we've done, we just didn't really know until we moved into a higher consciousness, like how certain activities, maybe like deforestation, is that the way to say that? Clearing trees and such, we didn't really understand maybe how that might be affecting the whole ecology and the whole experience. So no blame, no shame. We're all evolving. The earth is evolving with us. But it is an interesting reflection to look at how we relate to how we treat her body and how we treat our own body. And it's kind of the higher we evolve in our consciousness and understand our own body, we start to realize how we're affecting other things as well, and start acting accordingly and changing our behaviors to suit that. So coming into a deeper connection and harmony and balance with our own bodies, and recognizing the beauty and cherishing them in a whole new way is reflective of our evolution, our evolution in our consciousness. And this is a very personal journey for each one of us, and I realize that. So wherever you're at in your journey, this is just to support you in that process. Again, I've been going through this for like 50 years, and I keep hitting new levels of it. It's deeply ingrained into our system. It's in our DNA, this judgment, this self-judgment and shame around how we look and how we've shown up and how we're expected to look as women in this society, and what's cherished and what's revered and what's put on a pedestal. So we're all trying to move through that, and I'm trying to find what works for us. So I'm just excited to support us in our journey and to do this connected, to support each other. So all that being said, I want to I have this gorgeous, the Shaman's Dream Oracle, again, very connected to the earth energies, very lovely, 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 lovely energies. It's a very sweet deck. If you're not familiar with it, highly recommended. Beautiful imagery and really digestible wisdom and messages. I also have here a prophecy stone, which is a lovely, also very shamanic stone, but it's a real dark stone, but it pulls in all the light and really supports the root chakra and a deeper connection to the earth. And what I feel like this stone particularly does when I hold it, and just I feel like it kind of opens up because it pulls the light in, and I feel like it pulls it in from the central channel, from the crown chakra, like kind of down into the root chakra, and just kind of bring some more light in there. So I feel like it's kind of helping to expand my experience and deepen my connection with the earth, and open up more of that root chakra, which is kind of those baseline fears and home, which our body is our home. And there's a fear around how it looks, how it behaves, how it expresses, how we are in it, so I feel like this stone is kind of helping me to just maybe open to this a little bit more, and get some more breathability, and release some of that tension around my body that just isn't supportive, just over it. And ooh, this goes dark. Labradorite, woo, which is the magician's stone. This is freaking gorgeous, but all about transformation and transmutation. So really been transmuting those energies and intentions and stress and old belief systems around the body that are just ready to go, and dissolving them again, offering them into the Mother Earth, like, please help support me in releasing that which no longer serves me, and is not serving my body. Like the constant criticism and judgment of my own body, I'm carrying that around. It's a weird, we do it to ourselves. It's like this perpetual cycle. Like, as I'm judging and shaming, my body is taking that in and then being strange, and then I'm judging it more. And, so like, let's break the cycle. And again, I know it's an ongoing journey. It's not, unfortunately, I can't just snap my fingers and make it all go away, because I've worked with that. But, it's a process. But again, I feel like I'm getting into some deeper levels of it with more freedom and more ease, and because our consciousness is really elevating right now. So thank you, gorgeous stones, for being here and supporting us. So let us go to the cards. Okay, I know I put this up there, but here it is, the Shaman's Dream, and I'll put it down below as well. So woohoo, there went that. Okay, so let us see. Any words of wisdom to support us on our journey today, given all that we've just talked about? So thank you again, Mother Earth. Thank you, Father, Son. Thank you to all of our angels, spirit guides, and helpers. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you to all the planetary energies that are supporting us so beautifully. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone that we connect with in supporting us to release that which no longer serves, supporting us to step into a higher frequency, in alignment with love, self-love, love for our bodies, love for the earth, love for each other, love for this journey, this human journey. Thank you. Okay, see what comes up. Woohoo! There it went. Oh my gosh, that was just too many. That was just too many. We only really need one or two. Sometimes it takes a minute. My goodness, they're taking a moment. Sometimes it works that way. I think the reason why it's working this way is some more stuff is coming to my mind right now, and I had the reflection last night from my beloved that I create videos as well for men that I support, and my beloved was reflecting to me, he's like, your energy is very different with when you're supporting men and when you're supporting women. He's like, you're just a lot more kind of sensual and in the flow when you're connecting with men, and you have a very different kind of more to the point expression. A little more reserved, he said, more reserved when I'm speaking to women. And I was just like, oh, that's so interesting. Thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that reflection, because I recognize like my sensuality and part of my natural expression is more reserved when I'm connecting with women, because a fear of judgment, a fear of I don't know. So I was just like, thank you for that. I'm going to try to be more open and be more myself and be more in my sensuality, because that is so much what I want to support us around. But I think we're all kind of familiar with that fear of judgment from our sisters and from women, and thinking that yeah, it's just fear of judgment. It's just fear of judgment. So I took that to heart, and I'm trying to bring more of myself and my sensuality, and hence this discussion, because I've been, it's been part of really what I've been reflecting on, what's up for me. But that feedback came at just the right time, as I'm getting this channel going again and starting to share videos again. I just really, I want us to be strong in our sensuality, strong in our sexuality, in our sexual energy. And that doesn't mean we're out fucking everybody all the time, but it's our powerful life force, creative energy, our passion, our purpose. What are we, what flows through? And it's not about having sex. And that's where it's gotten all convoluted and messed up, because it's our sexual energy, but it's not about sex. Sex is just one expression of that, but it's our creativity. Where do we put our passion and energy into? And so many of us have gotten really shut down around that energy, and we're afraid to express it because we're afraid of what it brings, and unwanted attention from men, and then judgment and criticism from women. So I really want to honor that and celebrate us stepping into our sensuality, and however that might express for us, and not judging each other for it. Whenever we're judging, that saying, when they're one finger pointing out, there's three pointing back at us. So when we're judging somebody else for being in their sensuality or being in their whatever expression, it's because of some fear that we have, and judgment that we have of ourselves. And there's a lot around sexuality and sensual energy for us women. So it was great feedback, and that just kept reflecting to me, or kept coming out. So I was just, I think that's why the card wasn't coming out. It's just like, you have something to share right now, so share about that. So I think I'll be visiting that a little bit more, but yeah, so that was nice to share that. So, and I'm curious what it brings up for you. So I think this is a really great conversation. So if it is bringing up anything for you, do feel free to share that in the comments below, or just take some time to reflect on it for yourself. And how does this show up for you? How do you hold in your own sensual energy, your own sexual energy, and expression, for fear of judgment and what others might think of you? And there's a lot of power in our sensual and sexual energy. I think we're scared of it. We don't even know. I think part of that's been my own journey. It's like, what happens if I let it out? What happens if I let it out to the extent that it really is? I think it's scary. I still don't even know the full extent of my energy. Like, I think it's extremely freaking powerful, and it is behind everything I do, but I just keep going into that. How do I open it up more? How do I let it out? How do I really, like, without fear? And shit, that's emotional for me. Yeah, I'm scared of myself, which is so strange. It's so strange. There's some quote, I don't remember who says it, but something, it's like, we're not scared of I'm totally butchering this, but it's not, we're scared. I don't know. It's something about us being so scared of our power. We're so scared of it. And there's a truth to that, and I don't really understand it. But so I'm going to keep diving into this, even though it's uncomfortable and awkward, and I don't know what I'm doing, but I really, really want us to be in our power, and to know what that is, what that feels like, the truth of that. So that's a little bit into my journey and my experience right now. So I'm just going to keep diving in and keep picking it apart and seeing what happens. So thank you for being here again. And yes, how does that show up for you? How are you scared of your own power? How do you keep yourself small? How do you shut yourself down for fear of, I think it's yeah, we don't even know how to respond to, I think we're scared of how others might react to us, and we try to keep control of that, control of others' emotions and experience of us, so to keep it safe. You know, we control everything, and controlling our own energy is a way to control others' energy and their expression towards us too. It's a very strange dynamic, but there's a lot to that. Maybe we'll keep exploring that. So anyway, again, let us go to the cards and see what's coming up. I mean, a lot's coming up. Yeah, see, that's a card comes right out. It was just like not showing up because it knew I had something I wanted to share. So I think I'm just going to leave it at one card because I have a little activity for us after this. So here's the card. Jeweled Web Connectivity. And it's a 32, which is a 5, which is all about change and transformation. So Jeweled Web and connectivity. And I feel like this is beautiful because this is exactly why we're here. I want to connect with you and see what's coming up for you, and how do we move through this together? You know, how do we are all connected. We are all connected. When we're judging ourselves and judging others, it puts that energy into the collective, and it just perpetuates this issue that we're working with, that we're trying to clear, and it keeps going. It keeps, perpetuating. So let us see what it says in here. Connectivity, no separation, the feeling state. And the more that we come into our own power, the more we do our own inner healing and journey, that spreads out to the collective. And the more that we are radiating in our light, it supports others to radiate in their light. So that's a connectivity again as well. The feeling state. Approaching any oracle requires you to come in with certain expectations. You're either looking for confirmation of what you already know, or attempting to shed light on what eludes you on the obvious path you're on. You're asking whether you will reach a desired goal of some kind. You're rarely able to see beyond memory or projection, and so naturally everyone comes to the oracle with a narrow perception of what's possible. Interesting. Imagine that the answer to your question is not about landing at a particular destination, meeting a goal, connecting to a special lover, reaching an end game, or experiencing anything specific. Instead, you discover a shimmering web of jewels you didn't know existed. The world is interconnected in a living web of energy. It isn't possible to know how any of it works, but know this. What is in your highest good is a sparkling jewel that lights up for you among this web of possibilities. You just need to know how you want to feel and choose this consciously. Take your focus off getting anywhere. Practice feeling and being in a place where your desired experience has already come to pass. Who will you be when this is true for you? Who will I be when I'm no longer so concerned about my appearance and my body? Who will you be? Can you be that now? Can you feel that now? Practice that. The better you know your path within this web of life, the more it will light up for you. It is celebrating you already. And that's so much what I've been coming into. I've just been pushing back on my own resistance. It's just like, yeah, I see you, fear, and I'm not going to play that game anymore. I see myself wanting to like hide or be small or something, and it's just like, no, that's not the life I want to live. That's not how I want to be. That's not how I'm here to do this, you know. I'm going to keep pushing back on my stuff, and just like, we're not going there. We're not letting that lead me anymore. And that's what I said on that Aquarius new moon. I'm like, we're not going to let this keep me from living my life anymore. And that's not going to be such a huge aspect of how I show up, you know? Beautiful, beautiful card to support us. Okay, and now, my dear sacred feminine sisters, let's get up. Let's get into our bodies. Let's do a little sensual dance. Nobody's watching. Let's just take some time to come into our body, come into our sensual energy, and see how that expresses for us. regardless of how awkward or uncomfortable or strange it may feel, or maybe it's totally comfortable for you. I don't know where you're at in your journey. I've really been, you know, when I was younger, like dancing, I really wanted to dance, but I felt so freaking awkward and strange in my body, and just so like, it's so self-conscious. And I saw everybody else dancing. It seemed like they had everything figured out, and it's just like, I just felt like, and it kept me on the sidelines for a long time. And I'm just finally at that place now where, you know, over years, but you know, where I'm just like, let's just dance. I just want to be in my body, and I just want to express, and I'm not worrying about it anymore. I mean, the worry and that was restricting the flow. Now I just like, let's just move. Let's just move the body, you know? So, it got dark again. After 15 minutes, the screen goes dark. So let's just breathe into it. Let's just come into our bodies. I'm going to play some music for us, and let's just dance. Let's just dance without a care. Or if you have a care, that's fine. Recognize it, witness it, honor it, and just go, yeah, I see you. I see you, body. I see you, fear. I see you, mental spin out. I see you, belief systems and thought structures. And I'm going to move past that. I'm going to try something different right now. I'm going to get into my body and just come into my sensuality and see how that might move through me, you know, or how it might not, you know, whatever. This is your experience. So, but I just thought it would be nice for us to do this together, and yeah, and maybe move outside our comfort zone a little bit. Again, nobody's here to watch, so, you know, you're behind your screen, I'm behind mine. Well, you're going to be watching me, I guess. You can close your eyes. You can put this on pause while I'm going to play some music, but but yeah, I mean, yeah, close your eyes and just feel into your body. You know, what I like to say is, well, let's just get up, and let me get up and move this over here out of the way a little bit. Gonna make a little bit of space right here. We have our gorgeous little stones here. I recognize I need to move this back a little bit. As so many of you know, I live in my converted shuttle bus, so let's see, how's that gonna be? You know, so the video can be a little strange, so I think that's gonna work right there. This space is a little strange. There we go. Okay, so let us get up. Let's stand up. All right, there we go. Okay, stand up. Take a few deep breaths. Breathing down, down, down. Breathing down into our pelvic region, taking a deep breath. Down into our pelvic region, and just feeling the solidity there, and the power there, and the energy there, and just feeling that, As we continue to breathe, and you continue to breathe down that energy, and it could move down even further down your legs, down deep, 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 deep into the Mother Earth. Feel the power and solidity of this gorgeous goddess that we live in on. How beautifully she supports all of us. And we can set the intention to release all that is ready to go, all those unhealthy belief systems, all those judgments and criticism, releasing it deep, 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 deep down into the Mother Earth, and letting her transmute it and turn it into fertilizer for gorgeous, gorgeous energy. She sends that back up to us. Confidence, courage, beauty in these gorgeous bodies that that we get to inhabit, that we get to experience this beautiful planet with, you know, all of our senses coming alive, all of our senses just really feeling into it, asking her for help and support. Thank you, dear Mother Earth, for supporting us so beautifully in our journey. Help us to release all that is not serving us. Help us to come into deep gratitude and appreciation for these beautiful bodies, for our sensual energy, for our sexual energy. Just really breathing up that support and that connection to her, and feeling into your body. Just wow, it's amazing. Feel it. Feel how gorgeous this is. It's stunning. It's stunning. All of our senses just, what does the environment smell like to you? What are you seeing? What are you sensing? What does the air feel like on your skin? What do your feet feel like on the ground? Just really kind of breathing down into the body, moving out of the mind. And breathing down into our pelvic region again, like what might be coming alive for you as you continue to breathe deeply into your body? Where are you feeling yourself the most? Where are you feeling shut down? Maybe you can breathe into that space. And I'm going to start the music for us. And this is a 6-minute song. So really just allow yourself to get into it, you know. And what I like to say is, you know, those roots that were just planted deep into the earth, you can use those as your solid ground and just allow your body to sway and move like a tree with branches. You know, how is the earth moving you? How are you moving you? How is the air feeling on you? Just allow yourself to flow and move in whatever way and direction you want, without any judgment, without criticism, without expectation. Just what feels good, not what looks good, not what looks good to somebody else or what you think sexy or sensual is supposed to look like. What feels good in your body, you know, what feels good. And feel free to get ugly too, and just like, you know, like just feel into the body what wants to move through. Maybe it's some anger at how you've treated your body or how you've been expected, all the things we've taken in from society. Maybe there's some anger in there, you know, let it move through. That's fine. This is all about you and all about your connection with your body. And this is your experience. So do whatever. So I'm going to play the music again. It's 6 minutes. So, have fun. Enjoy. Oops. Oh my goodness. There we go.
Death is the seed from which I grow.
And continue to breathe this whole time, breathing deep down into the earth. different rhythms and speeds, super slow. Maybe a little more fast. Just play and have fun. My skin feels wonderful. Beautiful sisters, thank you for being here with me. You are gorgeous. You are worthy of so much love. Love yourself. Feel the love of the earth. She loves us dearly. Wow, that's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. A couple of deep breaths. You can either choose to just release all that energy down, deep down into the Mother Earth, or continue to just circulate it. Circulate that beautiful, sensual, sexual energy. And take that with you throughout your day to just really open to your creativity and your passion and let that flow and see how that moves through you, how that sparks you, how that inspires you, how that supports you as you move through your day. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Such a beautiful, easy way to connect with our sexual energy, connect with that beautiful sacral chakra, just that life force energy. I feel very activated and alive now. So yay, 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 beautiful sisters. I'm so grateful for this. Thanks for being here with me and for playing with me. This is much fun. So I think I'm going to be doing more of this. I think it's a really important, I think dancing is so powerful for women. You know, there's this one woman that I was listening to, I think Sabrina, from Rewilding. If you're not familiar with her channel and her work, her body of work, it's really quite empowering. She's done a lot around the sacred feminine, but she's talking about, and I went through this little time with recognizing like some of the practices I was doing were just they didn't really support me coming into my power with my sacred feminine energy. So they're more mind-based. You know, we've grown up again in this patriarchal society. All the traditions, the spiritual traditions they're very masculine, and you know, like so many of the teachings are about the mind and calming the mind and controlling the mind and blah blah blah, and it's just like, that is a very masculine way to approach spirituality. And I recognized that. And then some of her teachings started showing up to support me in what was already coming through for me. You know how that works. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. So I was getting some real what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it's eluding me right now, but she had had the same experience where she had dove in like years into all these mind-based practices, and she realized how much of her feminine was not supported in this and how it got really more shut down, which is not what we need in society. So we need a balance. So yes, some of those meditation, mindfulness, mind practices, mind control stuff, it's very supportive because our minds are very active, but we need to balance that with really getting into our bodies, connecting with our feminine energies and expressions, connecting with our own sensual energy, which is really a huge part of the feminine. So this, more getting into the body, more dancing, more expressing, more and that's where we store so much of our emotions and our trauma and our blah blah blah. I don't want to get into trauma right now, but we store all of this stuff in our bodies. So the more we get into the bodies and move, and the more gets released and can flow out, and we can just change that energy. We can replace that energy with healthy energy that we create and we tap into and connect with. So more dancing, more in the body, more sensual energy, more not shutting that down, not all about control. The feminine isn't about control. It's about flow and movement and creativity and spontaneity. And so how do we, movement, dance really supports spontaneity, letting it go, just letting our bodies move however they want. So we'll continue to play with that and practice that and just explore that. So again, thank you so much for being here with me, and thank you to the Mother Earth and to all of our angels, our spirit guides and helpers. Thank you, Father, Son. Thank you, everybody, for supporting us so beautifully in this journey. Thank you again so much for being here, and I wish you so much love on your journey. So bye all. Oh, and I'll put the name of the Oracle deck down below, and yeah, so bye.